Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Snoozman back here with another YouTube video. And before I get into today's video, if you guys can sub, I am going to be doing a lot of more tips here on this channel for franchise. So if you can really help me out, that would help me out a lot. But if you guys can get me up to 20 subs by mid-December, so by December 15th or so, hopefully we can hit 20 subs. We're only 8 subs out. So if we can hit that, we have gained 2 subs since our last video. So if we can really up that and keep going, I'm gonna grind really hard for you guys. But today we're going to be talking about why auto subs are very crucial in Madden 21 franchise here, and what you guys should be setting them at. Now I'm gonna back out of this and show you guys how to get into this and how to set this up and how this all kind of works. So the gist of this is auto subs is basically certain positions on your team, including guys like, quarterback, running back, all different types of positions. These guys need to be subbed out. Now, guys like quarterbacks stay in, obviously, but they're going to have a certain ratio of subbing out. That's just how simulation is, unless you play these games. Especially when you break it down to running backs, receivers, tight ends, and a bunch of your defense. So this is going to be very crucial, and actually 2 different big perspectives and aspects here. Number one being, you are going to want to look into the fact that you have to look at injuries. Injuries are a massive deal with this, because injuries are going to happen. Now, you can turn injuries off, but if you're someone that plays more realistic like myself, you're going to keep them on. And along with that, if you sub out a lot of your guys, you are going to want to first, you're going to want to tap on My Coach, and you're going to want to go into auto subs. That's all you're going to want to do. You can do this honestly at any time, and you can flex with this at any point. You can do this at any time, it'll save it. So what you're going to want to do is hit options for accept and continue when you are done. So this is where you're going to want to key in at. If you want running backs, you don't want your running backs, if you do have injuries on, you don't want your running backs to get hurt. Running backs are key because you can have second and third down running backs. That's really huge in this game, especially nowadays, in real life and now Madden, where there's the second really good tier running backs behind a great tier running back, to where you need them to switch in for that elite running back, or you're going to have injuries pile up with your running backs and other positions, to where they're not, subbing out. So defensive wise, you can have let me see over here, linebackers, to where these guys are getting drove upon all the way down, all the way to their own red zone, and they've been in there the whole time. They're gassed, they're out of breath, and this is going to result in injuries. So you're going to have to watch out for that. And all you're going to want to do, if you want to, the sub out rate, I would definitely look at. This is not bad. The sub in rate is decent, but you want them to get out a lot more, so you're not forcing injuries. That's one key aspect, is injuries, and the other really is when it comes down to how they play and performance. These guys are not going to play good. Fatigue is huge in this game. Even if we're going over to the offense here, let's say you have somebody even like Derrick Henry. He is going to get hurt if you have injuries on. Let's say you have injuries off and you don't play realistic. Then what comes down to it is he's not going to end up playing good, because he's going to get very tired. And let's say you're someone that's very optimistic about your players, and you want to turn your sliders all the way down when it comes to subbing him out. That is going to kill your team. Now, especially if you're a one-guy oriented team like Derrick Henry, you're not going to want to do this. If anything, you guys are going to want to go way up on this. I suggest, honestly, 75s. So it should look something like this, to where if we go over here, and we're going to adjust these to 80, 75s at least, it should be honestly really high on some of these. It depends on your certain positions that you're looking to sub out more, and really, honestly, they could help for sim, because some of these guys are going to not play as good because, again, the certain situations that happen in simulation aren't great, and the sub out rate can definitely help them out by their fatigue, stamina, all that not getting messed with and flexed with as much, and them actually getting a chance to catch their breath, come in, and actually put up numbers that you're accustomed to seeing. I'm going to leave this at 80 still. QB honestly doesn't really matter that much. Defensive tackle here. Again, that one really doesn't matter. It really depends on your scheme. You have to also look at your scheming for that type of stuff, but we're going like 80, 75. We'll kick that up. Again, guys, this is going to help dramatically with how they play as well. And you're going to notice that, especially if you have a deep team. A deep team, this is so smart to do. I'm telling you guys, because at the end of the day, you want to, if you want to go for the depth chart, if you guys have a good depth chart, you can always end up doing this too. It's good on all phases of the game, and I say why not? And it's very critical, and you guys want to set this higher. Worry more so about the sub out rate, because the sub in rate is already set at, you know, very high at Madden standards. You can do higher. Let's say I want to sub in receivers, and I want to get this really high, right? I'm a receiver guy. I want to pass the ball a lot. Well, there you go. You have it at 90. And then you can do a quarterback. Man, let's just say we want to go with more of a read option type of quarterback, you know, and we want to sub him in. Let's say, I don't know, you can pick any team really that has a okay backup, you know, RPO type, read option type quarterback that's quick and can handle anything, where there's the QB sub in and all that type of stuff that you can crank up at your own taste. And again, guys, this comes with a lot of realistic stuff, but at the same time, if you're going to play your games, and even in simulation at the end of the day, it's going to help out your players' numbers, and you're going to notice that drastically. Give it a shot. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. But that is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this, and I did bring another great tip here for you guys today, consider subscribing. We are 8 subscribers out for my sub goal in the mid of December. We are almost there, 8 subs away. That would be very awesome, guys. So if you can do that, that'd be much appreciated. And that'll do it for today, guys. Until next time, see you guys later.